Hi everyone. It's been a while since I recorded a video. I'm starting a new cadence with videos and articles, but I'm recording this video to go along with my article I just released today. Well, when I put out this video, it'll be tomorrow, about my first 50 lunches of Lauren's 100 lunches. And I just wanted to share and reflect on this journey that I started 11 months ago. So, how I even found out about the 100 lunches with strangers. It's a great movement, and it's taught me so much. But I want to give a shout out to Lily Manova. Lily, I am saying your name. I know I always just know you by Lily. Lily is a great person, and I was a part of her 100 lunches. And through her 100 lunches, I learned a lot about Lily. I learned that we have a mutual contact through Karen Ross, and now we also have a mutual contact through Kelly Chu. And Kelly Chu is the one that started this 100 lunches. I'm not sure how long ago she did that, but go check her out. She has a TED talk on this, and I listened to her TED talk, and it really made me realize that okay, it's a good idea to go out and meet 100 new people because we should always have a good network for our business and professional lives. Um, but what was interesting is when I met Lily is about the time that COVID happened. I mean, this is her going on a year. Yeah, it's a year anniversary today, when things started to shut down, at least here in the US. And that was at that point we realized we had to cancel our trips that we had originally planned to Las Vegas to meet with our friends from Australia. And we kept pushing back, where we just finally ended up canceling. But it was about this time that my girlfriend Bianca from Australia sent me a picture that's basically said that while we cannot control what's going on the outside world, we can control how we react to it. And so I started thinking, oh, wow, you know what? I could still do business and I could still do things even if I can't go out and, network in person and grow my business. So I took that time to kind of take a step back and do some reflection. But it was at this time too that I was like, all right, I'm going to launch my 100 lunches and see where it takes me. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to complete it. I just completed my 50th lunch with List and Edge, who I met through Kettering a few weeks ago. So, what have I learned over the time, these past, it's almost coming up on a year of my 50 lunches? One of the things that I realized is that we don't need to see each other in person while we generally do miss that. Um, I realized, you know what, since I moved to Atlanta 3 years ago, that my husband and I still keep in contact with our friends and family down in Florida. And I've also always kept in contact with some friends that aren't in Florida. There, I have some in Canada, and of course our friends in Australia. I have friends in Texas. But I realized over the past year that like we stayed in constant contact with our friends in Australia. Like we have not lost touch. I mean, we've video chatted, talked on the phone, we text and message back and forth. Sometimes it's just my friend Bianca and I, sometimes her fiance and my husband are on there. But then I also thought about, you know what, I always talk to my best friend Julianne. I talk to her a lot on the phone. I text with her back and forth a lot. I haven't seen her in a year and a half, but we're still as close as ever. And then of course I started thinking about, family. We talk to our family all the time, like texting and phone calls. So why can't we do that with network or business networking? It's the same concept, right? We keep in touch with our families even before the pandemic happened. So why can't we do that here? So that's why I launched my 100 lunches, because when I launched my business 2 years ago, I realized I needed to have a bigger network. A lot of times when we work in corporate America or any corporation, our network is just our business that we work for. But when you have your own business, you have to network with everybody with across all in different industries who could be your prospective clients. But that's not the whole reason why I launched the 100 lunches. While I'm no stranger to networking and I'm an extrovert, I was a little hesitant about trying to network with people in other industries via Zoom. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to try the 100 lunches, and I'm not going to have no set agenda. I'm not going to sell. I'm just going to want to get to know people. I did use Kettering as a good vehicle for that. Kettering's an executive network here in Atlanta. If you'd like to learn more about it, please let me know. But I also was able to realize that I didn't have to just have a network here in Atlanta area or in Georgia. I could have networking with anybody throughout the entire world. And so through that's the silver lining with all this COVID, I think has happened for me, is that I realized that I could grow my network and meet with people one-on-one through Zoom. I conduct business virtually. And once you get comfortable with that, and once you get over the fear, because I remember fear is just a state of mind, then I realized I'm able to connect with anybody, and I'm able to connect with anybody without limitations of travel. While we all are excited to get back to the one-on-ones in person and doing business in person and doing conferences and all of that in person, I think that the balance here is that we can still do all this virtually plus in person. And over the last year, I've met some really wonderful people. I've had lunches with I think with almost 58 people now. I'm from as close as here in the Atlanta area. I mean, seriously, just down the road to as far away as Australia. And I mean, I've met so many people on the other side of the world through this, and we still haven't connected on Zoom. And hopefully I'll get to connect with them soon. But my thing is if you are scared of networking, don't think about networking as something for yourself. Think about it as a way to pay it forward and to learn and to grow with personal development. And if you go into networking thinking, how could you help that other person? Then that just takes the anxiety or maybe the fear off of networking and meeting new people. Because one of the things I've learned through networking is that there are so many kind people in this world, and the world is not such a big place now that we have this ability to do video chat. And I think it is going to continue to grow as we move forward. So if you'd like to have lunch with me, either send me a message or send me a message or leave a message below. And I hope everyone has a great weekend.